You ready for tonight?
I'm getting it set up right now.
No pressure. But you need to pull this off without a hitch, Cora. Understand?
I know we're taking a risk here, but I truly believe that extending the business to other surrounding towns and to other event areas besides weddings is going to be great.
I really hate doing weddings, but I'm not convinced. Your event last weekend didn't quite pan out.
I know, but this event is fully booked, and I'm positive everyone is going to love it.
And you're positive they're going to give us great reviews, tell all their friends, and book us for an event next month.
Yes?
Great. I'll hold you to it.
Are you folks here for the mystery puzzle night? Are you here for the mystery puzzle night?
No.
Are you here for the mystery puzzle night?
No, I'm just grabbing a late dinner.
Oh, okay.
Are you giving up?
I think it's a bust.
How about I buy you a cup of coffee? Or a piece of cake? You know, nothing like sugar and caffeine help make you feel better. Hi again. You and your boxes.
Are you here for the murder mystery dinner?
Yep.
Do you feel that sorry for me?
This is not because I feel sorry for you.
I just thought events like this weren't really your thing.
Well, what can I say? You made me want to try it.
It's a lot of fun. You're going to love it.
You know, I think I am.
Oh, let me get you settled. And let me give you your room key.
You've got to do something about this.
May I help you?
I certainly hope so. You've got to cancel Matilda's ticket. I refuse to spend an entire evening with that woman.
Matilda, oh, her character's name. Are you playing Agnes?
That's right.
It says here you purchased a ticket for both you and Matilda, and now you...
I want to cancel her ticket. I paid for it. I want a refund.
Well, you can't get a refund at this point. You would have had to have canceled a week in advance. I'm sorry.
Fine. No refund. Let's call it, I don't know, a refusal. Yes, I want you to refuse her at the door.
May I ask why?
Absolutely not. It is none of your business.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Agnes. I've already sent the tickets and the characters to each of the participants. If I cancel one of them now, it would just ruin the entire game for everybody else.
This is a great start to the evening.
I hope there's not a real murder.
Don't even say that!
I'm here. The party can't begin.
And you are?
Olga the Great, here to save this lame party.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it lame. It hasn't even started yet.
An evening stuck with her. I'm sure it's going to be lame.
The feeling is mutual.
Welcome, both of you. I'm so glad you guys could come. So come on into the parlor, make yourselves at home, get comfortable, and I will bring out the refreshments.
I don't know why you seem to be at every event I attend. If you wanted to avoid me, I would think you'd do a better job at it.
It's kind of icy out there.
Great.
Do you need any help?
Yeah, would you mind taking these out in the living room and I'll go get the drinks?
Yeah, no problem. Food always breaks the ice, right?
Please help yourselves to a drink. Welcome. Come on in. We're so happy to have you here.
I was told to go by the name Murdo tonight.
Yes, and let me introduce you to the other character names as well.
We know your real name, Murdo.
We're going to go by our characters' names tonight. It's all part of the game, so let me introduce you to Agnes, Olga, Hector, Oscar.
It's nice to meet you, Murdo. Can I get you something?
You must be Matilda, our last guest, is that correct?
Yes, that's what the email said that my name was to be tonight.
Well, wonderful. Come on in and have some refreshments. We're about to begin. All right, everybody take a seat. And I'll go over the rules of the game. Now, have any of you ever played a murder mystery game before? Well, no worries. It's very easy and a lot of fun. Each of you received an email detailing a description of your character for tonight. I can already tell that you took the costume suggestions to heart.
What does she mean, costume suggestions?
Okay, anyway, we will play this game till about 9 o'clock at night when each of you will have a chance to guess the murderer. I do have a prize for the winner, so do your very best. You'll receive clues throughout the night that will lead you toward, and in some cases, away from the murderer. You need to compare the clues with what you know to be true and try to figure out what really happened. Any questions?
Are we allowed to lie about what we know or what we saw or what we did?
Absolutely. Half the fun is sending people down the wrong path. So remember not to believe everything that you are told.
Does the murderer know that he or she did it?
No, that's one of the best parts. It may have been your character, so you need to keep that in mind as you learn more.
Are the clues true?
Yes, all the clues are true, but they may not be the complete story.
So what happened? Who died?
Any more questions? Because as soon as I tell you that, the game begins.
Do we have to figure out where and with what weapon the murder was committed?
Not for this specific murder mystery, no. But if you like this one, I have some like that too. Okay, ready? All of you are from the sweet little village of Banborough. And around 2 weeks ago, a man by the name of Joe Schmo came to your town. Just traveling through, he said. But 2 weeks ago exactly, on July 18th at 11:47 p.m., Joe Schmo fell off the highest building in town. The Grand Hotel Bamborough is 8 stories high, and he was killed instantly.
How do we know he didn't jump?
There was one eyewitness that said that there was someone else on the roof that night, and they heard arguing. The eyewitness also heard a surprise shout as he fell. We cannot be sure, but it does look like it was murder.
What do you mean, we?
I have called all of you together tonight because I'm a private investigator, and I have been hired to figure out who done it.
Does that mean we're all suspects?
Yes, you are.
Oh, my.
One moment, I'll be right back.
I think we can all agree that there is only one likely suspect. Him!
Now, hold on, okay? The game just started a minute ago. Can we hold off on the accusations until after dinner at least?
Ah, I think we have our first alliance.
Yeah, if not allowing unfounded accusations to be lobbed around constitutes an alliance, then fine.
No accusation is unfounded with that one.
Now, Agnes, I think you're being unfair.
Do you hear someone speaking? I certainly can't.
Listen, you don't know anything about me or my past. Gossip isn't facts.
Thanks for waiting. Here are the first clues. By selecting clues randomly, we'll add an element of variety to the game.
Not surprised at all.
Olga's alibi was confirmed. She was working until 2 a.m. at the roller rink, and video footage proves she was there the whole time. I'm innocent already? That's boring.
Bon appetit! I am so glad that we can all be here for dinner tonight. Matilda, that's a beautiful brooch.
Thank you. I got it from a dear friend many years ago. I wore it today hoping to remind her that we are friends.
So, Olga, what do you do for work?
I run the local roller skating rink.
Really? How did you get into that?
I applied.
Why don't we start with each of you explaining how you knew Joe Schmo?
Well, why don't we start with you introducing yourself to us?
Oh, well, my character doesn't really have a name. I'm just the private investigator.
Everyone has to have a name. We'll give you one.
It should be a detective name.
Sherlock?
Miss Marple's my favorite.
Yes, but she wasn't an attractive young lady.
How about Detective Marple?
I'm sure Miss Marple is trademarked. Why don't we call her Detective Warple?
Detective Warple. I like it. Now, on to your relationship with Joe Schmo.
I didn't know the man.
Well, you must have had some connection, or you wouldn't be a suspect.
Well, I did.
You murdered him?
No,
But I had a relationship with him in college. We dated for nearly 2 years.
Were you serious?
I was. He wasn't. I think that probably says it all.
There's certainly more that can be said. Did you have a reason to murder him?
Of course not. I mean, he did deserve it, so bravo to whichever of you did it, but it wasn't me.
And we're just supposed to take your word for it? No way.
What about you, Oscar?
Joe was my cousin.
And?
And just my cousin. That's all.
Were you close?
Were we?
If the information that you got didn't say, you can just make it up.
No.
He's not very good at this. Can we request a substitution?
Be nice.
And what about you, Matilda?
I thought you couldn't see me.
I couldn't hear you, but I see a murderer when I look at you.
I didn't know him either. I didn't even know his name.
And you, Hector?
He was a business associate, that's all.
What kind of business?
That's none of yours. I think we should ask our friend Murdo here what his relationship was with late Joe Schmo.
You've already decided I did it. Why should I tell you anything?
He doesn't even try to proclaim his innocence.
Murdo the murderer. I think that says it all.
Murdo, just tell us how you knew him.
I grew up with him. We were at the same juvenile detention facility.
Were you friends?
No. We were enemies.
That's practically a confession.
And no more than Olga's was. She just said good job to the murderer.
It could be either of them.
Okay, it's time for the second course.
Didn't even touch my soup. Are murder mystery dinners always like that?
Only the best ones.
That's a little more intense than I was expecting.
I think that's from the little spats going on.
Yeah, that's an interesting group, that's for sure.
You having fun?
You know, surprisingly, I am.
Not as bad as you thought it'd be?
No, I've been missing out. I have one question, though.
Yes.
Was it Murdo?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, even if I was the only one at your mystery puzzle night?
Nice try. If you'd actually come to that, I'd be tempted.
Oh, well, now I know your soft spot.
People who attend my events, absolutely.
Well, then it looks like I have my weekends planned out then.
Oscar had told the police that he was visiting his parents 2 hours away that night, but he wasn't.
Where was he?
They don't know, but police confirmed that his parents were away on a cruise.
He lied to the police? Whew. That looks bad.
I know, and he seems so innocent. What can you tell me?
I know that Hector was at the hotel that night.
Really? Why would he be there?
Don't know. But a witness saw him enter the hotel at 11 p.m.
When did the murder happen again?
11:47 p.m.
Then it could have been Hector.
Or Oscar.
Well, it's more than our argument, you know. I have information about Matilda.
I thought you must. People don't normally stop being lifelong friends over something small. I knew it must have had something to do with the murder.
Well, yes, but she's not to be trusted with one's cats. But yes, of course, it's much more than that. I was speaking with her neighbor, Mrs. Montgomery, and she said she saw Matilda leave about 9:30, and she had not returned at 11:30 when she went to bed.
Okay.
But what was she doing out so late, I ask you?
Run to the store?
At 11:30 at night. I think not. What do you have for me?
I happen to know that Murdo was staying at the hotel that night.
Really? That's incriminating.
And his room was on the 8th floor.
So, right up under the roof.
Interesting, isn't it?
Oh, I'd say it's much more than that.
Well, no wonder you were enemies. That Joe Schmo was no good.
The worst thing he did was his final prank.
What was it?
He hacked into the computers at the juvenile detention facility and made 2 little changes. Got himself transferred to a better location.
And the other change?
He lengthened my stay till my 18th birthday.
When were you supposed to get out?
15.
3 extra years? That's horrible.
Yeah, that was Joe.
I would understand if you wanted revenge on him.
Of course I wanted revenge on him. Oh, if I'd have gotten my chance at revenge, he wouldn't have gotten off so easy. He'd be doing life in the state penitentiary, I can promise you that.
I believe you.
Well, I don't like to point the finger at myself, so all I can say is my clue wasn't very good for me.
Really? Interesting.
Now you have to tell me what your clue said.
You haven't even told me what yours said.
Who was it about then?
Agnes.
Was it good for her or bad for her?
Bad.
Can you tell me anything else?
Only if you do. You know, what if we played a game?
What kind of game?
A game to get to know each other better. Might give us some insights into who could be a murderer.
How?
It's called Who Had the Motivation to Kill Joe Schmo?
Is the follow-up game Who Had the Opportunity?
Intriguing. But no one would offer up any real information.
Well, let's play accusation.
I don't think that would be helpful.
Of course it would. We can each say a name of who we think, as of this moment, did it. And this will give a better idea to everyone as to which way each of us is leaning right now.
Fine, but it has to be anonymous. Otherwise, people aren't going to be truthful.
Agreed.
Good idea.
I'll do it.
Fine.
It might be helpful.
Great. All right. I'll go ask Detective Warple for some paper.
Of course he will.
Wow, this looks great, Cora. You're really good at this.
Thanks.
We're getting ready to go play a game. Do you have any paper we can use?
Sure. Here.
Okay. That looks like Mary Poppins' bag. Do you have everything in there?
Everything but a lamp. Although,
I have to ask, what does an event planner need with a headlamp?
at one event, a lady dropped her ring in the crack of the floor, and I had to search through a crawl space in order to get it. And let me tell you, using a cell phone light didn't actually work out well.
Did you find the ring?
I did.
Oh, talk about going the extra mile.
It was an heirloom. What was I supposed to do?
You should have gotten an award for that.
Anyway, what's the name of the game?
Tell you what, why don't you take these for me? I'll help you bring these in, and you can see for yourself. This is why I thought we could use a game.
Thanks. Would anyone want some hot chocolate or a snack?
And everyone grab a piece of paper and write your top suspects on it and fold it in quarters and put it...
Just give them all to me. Okay, I'm gonna read the votes aloud.
Don't let anybody see the handwriting. That'll give it away.
Of course, understand, no looking at the handwriting. Let's see, what do we got here? We got 1 for Matilda, 1 for Murdo, 1 for Olga, 1 for Agnes, 2 for Hector.
2 for me. Why on earth would I kill Joe Schmo?
That's what we need to figure out.
You never did tell us anything besides he was a business associate of yours.
I don't know anything more than that.
Oh, you can't make it up? Can we get a substitute here? He's
Not very good at this.
Did anyone notice there were no votes for Oscar?
That's true.
It sounds like you all can trust me.
Or the clues are trying to lead us away from the true murderer.
Did anyone have a clue about Oscar?
Matilda did.
Why do you say that?
Because you're biting your lip. You're trying to hide something.
All right, I did, but I don't have to tell you it's my clue.
Why would you want to protect him?
Maybe he's blackmailing her.
I think you're just trying to point the finger at anyone but you.
What did the clue say, Matilda? If you don't tell him, I will.
It said that his alibi had been proven false.
Okay, I know that sounds bad, but
So, he lied to the police.
People don't lie to the police unless they have something to hide.
I would have never have done that. We were family.
But you weren't close. You said that yourself.
Yes, you did.
Sorry, Oscar. I'm sure you lied to the police for some other reason, right?
We need to start ruling people out. That will narrow down who the murderer can be. Did anyone get a clue that proves anyone innocent?
I doubt anyone would admit that unless it proves themselves innocent, and that's unlikely.
I think it's time for the second set of clues. One moment.
But Matilda feels really bad about whatever she did wrong. And she wants to be friends again.
Not everything broken can be put back together again. Like our friendship.
But what happened? I mean, what could sweet Matilda have done to end your friendship of, what, how many years?
62 years.
I mean, anything short of murder? Wait a minute. What do you know?
I know you're the one who did it.
Then you know more than me, my good man.
Listen, I'm willing to keep my clues to myself if you'll make it worth my while.
Well, first, I think you should tell me about your clue.
That you left a threatening message for Joe, and that he had to meet with you.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad. Here, I thought you were going to tell me I was caught red-handed.
You threatened him. Wanted to meet with him. And were seen entering the hotel at 11 p.m.
You didn't tell me that part.
That was my first clue.
Both your clues were about me.
What are the odds, right?
Unless a lot of these clues are about you. Because there are so many since you're the murderer.
You know, I really wish that I could tell you that I'm not. But
Listen, I can keep these little clues to myself.
how?
It's called cash, Hector.
Oh, I'm glad I found you.
Did you need something?
No, I just have to tell you something for your own good.
Okay, what is it?
Now, I know it's none of my business, but it seems as if you and Oscar have some sparks.
Sparks?
I'd be blind not to notice it. But you be careful with that one. I think he's something of a ladies' man.
She said Oscar, not Liam. They're taking this game way too seriously. Hey, you need anything?
Nope. I found out why Matilda and Agnes are angry with each other, though.
Really? Why?
Well, apparently Matilda was watching Agnes's cats while she was out of town, and while she was gone, her favorite cat died.
It was Matilda's fault?
Agnes thinks so, but I don't think Matilda would try to kill her cat.
What a silly thing to be angry about.
I've been wondering what little old ladies fight about, and now I know.
Thanks for all your help trying to make everyone get along. Are you always a peacemaker?
I was a divorce attorney for a while, so I have a lot of practice helping people try to get along with each other.
And you don't do that anymore?
No, I'm too much of a romantic for that. I kept hoping that the couples would reconcile.
That's really nice.
Yeah, my boss kept explaining that I wasn't a marriage counselor, so what I'm doing now better suits me.
What is that?
Adoptions mostly. Helping other people find their happily ever after.
I can see you doing that.
And it justifies working too much.
Because you're doing good things for other people?
Exactly.
But you deserve a happily ever after too.
Agreed. And I'm going to take more time trying to pursue that.
I need to get back to everybody.
Cold?
A tad.
This is the nicest spot in the house.
Agreed.
Did you get a good clue this time?
I'm not sure what to make of mine. What about yours?
It was interesting. It was talking about the river, but I've only heard about the hotel up till now.
The river? Mine was too.
It said that Joe Schmo's wallet was found at the river.
Really? That means he must have been at the river at some point that night.
Exactly. What was your clue about the river?
It said that Agnes was at the river that night too.
Oh.
Everyone good in here? Good. Matilda,
Yes, dear?
where's your brooch?
Oh, I don't know.
It's gotta be close by. We will find it.
Do you think someone stole it?
Surely not. Will you have everyone else come in here, please? Do you know where it could have gone?
I don't know. Just let me think.
What happened?
Is Matilda okay?
Olga wouldn't tell us anything.
It's her brooch. It's gone. Have any of you seen it? When was the last time someone saw it?
I saw it on her sweater when we were sitting here during Oscar's game.
That's right. I hung the sweater behind me on the chair. It was warmer then.
We all walked away to vote and then read our clues. Anyone could have taken it.
Taken it? You think it was stolen?
No, I'm sure no one has stolen it, right? Let's just look for it, okay? Everyone split up and look around.
Not to be contrary, but wouldn't that give the thief an opportunity to find a better hiding place for the brooch?
It's lost, not stolen.
Just in case, it makes sense to have us all search in pairs.
We're an odd number. Who should be the one without a pair?
Matilda, she has no reason to steal her own brooch.
Good call.
Okay, fine. Pick partners and search the house. We have to find that brooch.
You want to search together?
We'd make the best search pair. Sound good?
Sounds good.
It looks like it's you and me.
Okay, Matilda, why don't you keep looking here?
I will, dear.
This is a waste of time.
Do you really think it was stolen?
You got a bunch of people gathered together who think it's fun to pretend someone was murdered? And you think they wouldn't stoop to a theft?
Well, I'm here, and I didn't steal anything.
Yeah, but you're not here for the murder mystery.
Is it really that obvious? But still, I mean, who would steal from a sweet little old lady like Matilda?
Did you see the diamonds on that thing? Anyone willing to steal doesn't care who it's from. No, sorry. You got it? Good. Okay, we need to get that out of his body cavity. That's the most important thing. That doesn't matter. We need it.
I think it was Agnes.
Why Agnes?
She's upset with Matilda and wanted her gift back. Simple.
I just can't imagine anyone here trying to steal from someone.
So, we might be murderers, but not thieves?
Well, a fake murder is entirely different than a real theft. We will find it. Hello?
How's the event going?
Actually, the game's paused right now. Something happened.
Did someone get hurt?
No, nothing like that. One of the ladies lost her fancy and probably expensive brooch.
What is it with you and jewelry getting lost?
Or stolen.
Stolen? I knew these mystery murder dinners was a bad idea. What kind of people think it's fun to sit around and accuse each other of murder?
I don't think it was stolen.
It doesn't matter, Cora. You know where the business is at. We need this. We won't make it to New Year's unless we can turn it around. And one bad review, well, that'll shut us down before then. You have to fix this immediately.
No pressure.
Who do you think did it?
It could be anyone.
Well, it isn't my style. I hate horses. They're smelly and mean.
Hey, weren't you some sort of rodeo queen when you were little?
I was the Otsego County Junior Rodeo Princess when I was 7 years old. Then my horrible horse threw me when I was 9. I haven't been on one since.
I can't believe we're spending our precious murder mystery time looking for this brooch.
That's true.
I paid for my ticket and hers too. I should have a say in how we spend this evening.
You're right.
Fine. Search is over. It's not here anyway. Cora? Detective Warpaw?
Agnes, is everything all right?
Matilda, what were you doing upstairs?
Oh, I was just checking my room to make sure that it didn't fall off in there.
And?
It didn't.
What did you need, Agnes? Did you find the brooch?
No, and I won't spend another moment looking for it. I paid for not one, but 2 tickets to this event, and I plan on continuing.
I think the bigger mystery here is where Matilda's brooch went.
It's a real mystery. Doesn't that interest you, Agnes?
If I didn't already know who did it, it would.
Who?
It's obvious. Him.
If I were going to take something, it wouldn't be a brooch. I can promise you that.
But you did tell me that you noticed how many diamonds were in that brooch.
Yeah. Everyone noticed, didn't you? Even if you won't admit it.
What do you think? Should we keep playing or find the brooch?
How about another game? My last game was a good idea, right? Okay, so we need to get back in the swing of the murder mystery while still keeping an eye out for that brooch. So how about each of us in character tell our most embarrassing moment?
Our characters?
Yeah, just make up.
Try to remember.
That's right. Each of us, in character, tell that story.
It would be a good exercise in character development.
And improv both.
That's what actors do, right?
We wouldn't know anything about that now, would we?
No.
So, who's first?
I have one. Well, before I was a private investigator, I was a cop.
All right, Hector, you're the last one.
I don't understand why we get enjoyment out of humiliating ourselves, but okay.
It makes people more relatable.
Something you need to work on, Hector.
Fine. For your own enjoyment, at my own expense, my most embarrassing moment had to do with Joe Schmo, actually. As you know, I'm a businessman, and Joe is a competitor. My business is baby food. Joe's was actually too for a little while.
Baby food. That's a twist.
We were at a conference, and I was demonstrating this brand new container that I had invented where a baby could feed itself without making a mess.
And then?
Joe was a hateful man.
True.
he just wanted to make a fool out of me. So he pierced the container that I had invented with a screwdriver, knife. So when I was demonstrating in front of the audience, the container leaked. And it went all over my brand new suit. The audience was practically rolling on the ground laughing by the time I realized. And on top of the humiliation, my sales tanked too.
Sounds like Joe.
You all did an amazing job coming up with stories for your characters. You all are very creative.
Yeah, good improv, everybody. I don't know, we should be actors or something.
No thanks. I like standing in front of people less than ever after that whole fiasco.
Needed a break?
Yeah.
You okay?
Just feeling sorry for myself.
Why? Everyone's enjoying themselves now.
One single funny moment doesn't make it a great event. I need a great event. Instead, we have feuding guests, a stolen brooch, a disaster of a murder mystery. It's a colossal failure.
Why did you do this?
What do you mean?
What were you hoping for from this murder mystery event?
A new venue to make more money? Weddings are too seasonal.
Okay, but why do you spend your time planning events at all?
I want to bring people together. I want to help them create memories and connections that would last a lifetime. Events like this can do that, usually.
I think everyone's having more fun than you realize.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides the brooch, people are in there having fun. They're accusing each other. They're trying to figure out who done it. I don't think it's as big a failure as you think.
One of my guests is a victim of theft.
Maybe.
My dad, who also happens to be my boss, took a big risk to let me do this. Last week's event was a absolute failure, obviously, and this week's event, I don't know. I need a slam dunk, you know?
So is your dad upset with you?
He's just stressed. Event planning is not his thing. My mom started the business, and when she got sick, he quit his job just to keep the business going, and then when she passed, it was all he had left of her.
So do you feel that way too? It's a connection to your mom?
Probably. I really like event planning too, but I want to make enough money so he can head towards the retirement that he deserves, you know?
If there's anyone that can do that, it's you.
You really think so?
Yeah, I really do.
That's my dad. I need to take this. Hi, Dad.
Did you find it?
The brooch?
Yes, obviously.
Not yet, but she is still having fun. This hasn't ruined her evening, I promise.
We need rave reviews, Cora. Nothing less.
I know. What's going on?
Matilda locked herself in the library.
She won't come out.
We're concerned.
Matilda.
Is that you, Cora?
Yes, what's wrong? May I come in? What's wrong?
Oh, I'm just being silly.
Of course not. Is it about the brooch?
It's more. It's more the symbolism of the brooch.
What do you mean?
I was just thinking about how the brooch was given to me by Agnes all those years ago because we were best friends. And now with the brooch gone, it feels like there's no hope for our friendship either.
Oh, Matilda.
When Harold died, I knew I wasn't alone because Agnes would always be there for me. But now I really am alone.
Oh, not anymore. All of us care about you. Those people have been banging on the door because they care.
Oh, that's nice.
Help! Someone help!
Are you okay? Did you get hurt?
What happened?
My rings are missing.
Another theft.
This is getting out of hand.
No, it can't be.
Sorry, Detective Vorpal, but 2 different pieces of jewelry missing seems to confirm this is not an accident.
Could there be somebody else in the house?
Oh, we would have seen someone.
That's true.
Leaves 7 suspects.
More like 5. I don't think that Matilda or Agnes would steal their own jewelry.
They could have stolen each other's.
Really, Murdo? Not everyone is so conniving.
Fine. 5 suspects.
It really would be best if the culprit would just tell us who they are. It's not too late to confess, return the stolen items, and move on.
And confess to the murder while they're at it.
Matilda and Agnes could have committed the murder. Let's not forget that.
And the thefts. I don't know why y'all think they're innocent of that.
Can we just focus on the real crime here? We can get back to the murder later.
Strange man who thinks that theft is more of a real crime than murder.
Let's just focus on the rings and the brooch, please. Who could have done it?
Look, now that 2 items have been stolen, that should narrow down who had the opportunity to do it.
True. When Agnes screamed, Murdo and I were playing billiards over in the other room.
And I was beating him pretty soundly.
And Cora and Matilda were in the library. Where were you at, Olga?
I was taking a walk around the yard.
By yourself?
Yes, but that doesn't mean anything.
What about you, Liam?
Unfortunately, I never dreamed that a second item would have been stolen. I don't have an alibi for that exact moment. I went to my room, I made a phone call. That's all.
It doesn't matter. Those rings could have been stolen at any time. That's just when they were noticed.
Yeah, good point.
Could one of you please just confess? I'm not angry. We could just write this off as adding to the atmosphere of the mystery. But please, we need to get to the bottom of this now.
How do we know you didn't steal them?
Me?
Whoa, look, Cora has no motive to steal them. Okay, this affects her as negatively as it does Matilda and Agnes.
We don't actually know that now, do we? I mean, what if she planned this whole event so she could steal from us and then blame us?
He's got a point.
You expect me to believe that Cora is a con woman? No way. Look, if none of us stole the rings or the brooch, that means...
They probably stole each other's stuff. They were feuding, right?
I can imagine Agnes doing that, but Matilda...
Maybe we should call the girls in.
I'll get them.
Agnes, Matilda, we're all very concerned about your missing items.
Have you had any luck finding them yet?
When exactly was the last time you saw your rings, Agnes?
That would be pretty hard to know exactly.
I saw you wearing them when you shared your most embarrassing story. I remember because the rings reflected the light when you said dazzle.
That's right. And after that, I got myself some tea, and I wanted to sit and rest for a while.
So we talked for a while in the living room. I can't remember if I noticed your rings or not.
And then we started looking for Matilda.
It's important to keep tabs on everyone while a murder is on the loose.
And when we were trying to get Matilda out of the library, I don't remember you wearing your rings then. I can't be sure, but I don't think you had them on then.
Let's search the living room then.
I feel like all I've done is search couch cushions tonight.
I've been noticing something strange.
What? Do you know who's stealing?
No, it's something different. I'm talking about how the others can't seem to differentiate between the actual theft and the pretend murder.
Do they all do that?
I'm not sure. I've noticed it several times. Is that normal?
Well, I never had real crimes committed at a fake murder mystery before, but I doubt it.
It's really, really weird. But I am having a blast.
Really, because I was accused of conning everyone and stealing from them.
And no one would think that about you in real life. And that's what makes this fun.
We were supposed to finish the murder mystery by 9 o'clock. It's already after 9:30.
Oh my, that's getting late.
Yes, and I haven't even set out the third set of clues yet.
No wonder I'm so weary.
Unfortunately, with the missing brooch and then the missing rings, I'm afraid we got off track.
Oh dear, I feel terrible.
Oh, Matilda, it's certainly not your fault, but we need to make a decision if we are to go on with the murder mystery or call it a night.
Well, how much longer would you expect us to stay up?
Well, probably another hour, just so it gives you guys the chance to play with the clues and be in a good position to make a guess.
That would be 10:30.
Yes.
I know it's been an emotional night for the both of you. Are you up for it?
We're the old party poopers, I'm afraid.
I think you all could go on and finish without me, couldn't you?
That's not really how this works. We need to have everyone, or we should call it a night.
Ladies, we'd rather you not push past your limits. If you're too tired, we can stop. It's fine.
Well, I hate to be the cause of everyone's disappointment.
Well, I don't mind. I'm exhausted. And it's not my fault that we didn't get a chance to finish.
I'm sorry, everyone.
It's okay, Matilda.
Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the part of the game that we did play. I need to go make a phone call. I'll be back in a few minutes.
What's the verdict, Cora?
We didn't get a chance to finish the mystery.
Did you find the missing jewelry?
No, and the other older lady's rings are missing now, too.
2 items are missing? That's completely unacceptable, Cora.
I know.
Listen, it's late. I'm not going to shutter the business in the middle of an event.
We still have till tomorrow morning. It could still turn out okay.
I'm not seeing how that's remotely possible, but you are ever the optimist.
I'll do my very best, Dad. I need your help. Can you fix this?
Agnes, I found them. Agnes, your rings. Look, I found them.
Where'd you find them?
Beside the sink in the bathroom.
We didn't think to look there.
And I forgot I took them off to motion my hands.
Oh, and you have your Edwards rings back. I'm so glad. Oh.
What happened? I heard shouting.
Olga found Agnes's rings.
What a relief. Good news, we just found the rings. Great, now go find that brooch. Hey, what is everyone talking about?
That I found out I was innocent with the very first clue.
She wrote down her own name for that vote.
What are the odds you get your own clue?
She thought it would be boring, so
I spent the rest of the time planning clues against myself.
Yeah, that sounds like Olga.
I'm so glad you guys had fun tonight. I'm sorry we couldn't finish the murder mystery.
It's my fault. I couldn't stay awake much longer.
me neither.
Well, I was sort of pushing it with making us stay up as late as we did.
Pushing it is the right word.
Good night, everyone. See you at breakfast in the morning.
I'm glad I'm not sharing a room with them.
Me too.
I guess I'm gonna go ahead and head up to.
What do you do, Liam?
Does anyone want any tea or coffee?
Tea sounds wonderful. Thank you, Cora.
I'll take decaf if you have it, Cora. Thank you.
Murdo?
Decaf. Sounds good. Thanks.
I'm a lawyer, actually.
Good person to know, then.
Checkmate, my friend. Good game.
Well, thanks for the great night, Cora. I really enjoyed it.
People seemed a little friendlier with you as the evening passed.
I guess people can get used to anything.
Thanks for that. And Good night.
Oh, right. Yes. Good night. I'm headed to bed too.
You did it!
We still haven't found Matilda's brooch. We still haven't finished the mystery.
I still think it was a success.
So, are you ready for bed?
Do you want me to wait on you?
No, that's okay. Thank you. Good night, Liam.
Good night, Cora.
Good night. I love you.
Olga has a man? Here? Matilda, is everything okay?
May I come in for a moment?
Of course. What's wrong?
I couldn't sleep. I need to talk to you about something.
Anything? What is it?
Well, I couldn't help but notice that Oscar, Liam, seems interested in becoming your young man, but, well, I just don't know that he's the sort of man you should be interested in, if you get my meaning.
I don't get your meaning. Liam seems like a really nice guy.
I know he seems that way this weekend, but I fear that that isn't really the case in real life.
I see.
Well, I know this is none of my business and I wasn't going to say anything, but I kept thinking it would be my fault if he broke your heart, so I had to come talk with you. Well, good night, my dear.
Good night.
Good morning.
Morning. Did you sleep well?
You mean after checking all my valuables and locking my door? Yeah.
Thanks for the reminder. Good morning. I've never seen you two get along. Ever. Is everything okay?
We have a confession.
Okay.
We've been pretending.
Pretending.
To be angry with each other.
Why would you do that?
Just to add a little more fun to the murder mystery.
Okay.
There's more.
What do you mean? good you found it. Where did you find it? It was never really stolen, was it?
No, but wasn't it fun to think it was?
I don't think fun is how I would describe it.
Matilda was sad because she had to be nice.
They all said that no one would believe it if I was the grumpy one. So Agnes got to be grumpy and I had to be nice. But I can play a grumpy person too, you know.
What do you mean, they all?
The rest of our acting group.
Acting group?
We do plays together at the local theater, and when I heard about your murder mystery dinner, I thought it would be so fun for all of us to come together and pretend that we were the characters.
It was fun, and I even got to do a crying scene.
We're telling her now.
Let me guess. You guys were only pretending that you couldn't stand each other.
I hope so. We've been married 10 years.
I hope you don't mind that we were playing a part.
Oh, no, of course not. Let me guess. You were in on it too?
Yeah. Thanks for the great night. But I gotta run. I'm on call.
And he is a real doctor.
Liam, were you in on this acting group as well?
No. My mind is still reeling from all of this.
You don't feel like we were lying to you, right?
No. Of course not. It was all meant to be fun, right?
And we had a lot of fun.
Can we have breakfast now? I'm starved.
Yes, of course. Help yourselves.
I see you have your brooch back. I figured it was part of the act.
That was really brilliant, Lois. I actually thought it was stolen.
Thank you. I thought I pulled it off pretty well.
Can you believe that?
I'm feeling kind of foolish. I didn't realize it myself.
You know, I saw some signs, but I didn't recognize them.
What signs?
Well, I heard Olga saying goodnight to someone and she kissed him, and I figured it had to be Hector, Murdo, or you, but none of that makes any sense.
Now that you mention it, I overheard a phone conversation of Murdo's, and now that I know that he's a doctor, that makes a lot more sense.
I can't believe I was overreacting about a brooch being stolen last night. I'm sorry about all that.
Cora, don't apologize. You were worried about your business. I get it.
I want to thank you, Liam, for being so great this weekend. You really helped make the murder mystery a success, which I hope it was.
It was.
You encouraged me when I needed to be encouraged. You played referee and peacemaker. You were welcoming when everyone was being mean to Murdo at the beginning. Or pretending to be mean. This has been a crazy event, hasn't it?
Are they all like this?
Absolutely not. I wouldn't be able to handle it if they were.
Cora,
Cora, we're heading out.
I need to say goodbye to everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you guys again for coming.
Oh, we had a lovely time. Thank you, Cora.
Don't worry, we'll leave you a great review.
And we'll tell all of our friends about your events.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, I almost forgot. There's that.
Oh my goodness. Sweet.
Cora, dear, we're leaving.
I can't believe you two fooled me. I'm usually good at spotting things like that.
Well, we're pretty good actors, you know.
You obviously are. Actors, con artists, I'm not sure which. Oh, Matilda. So, what you were saying earlier about Liam being a ladies' man, that was just all part of the game, right?
No, unfortunately it wasn't. I don't like to gossip, but I hate to see a young woman's affections toyed with, too.
Well, I don't mind gossiping. I saw him myself the last 2 weekends on a date with 2 different women.
That may just mean he's using a dating app.
Only if he's really friendly with every woman he goes on a date with. We saw him hold the hands of both of these women and then gave them a very friendly hug at the end. And they kissed his cheek.
His cheek, see? He can't control what they do.
It might very well have been innocent, but be careful. From what we saw, he was very familiar with these ladies.
More than you would be with someone you just met on an app and then making eyes at you this weekend. Shame on him.
Just be careful, my dear. A heart is very easily broken.
And remember next weekend, okay?
I'll be there. Thank you guys again for coming.
Oh, thank you for the fun and games.
It was a hit. I'm going to refrain from saying I told you so.
Wow, what a gentleman.
Always. I'm going to miss this crazy group, actually.
I know. It seems like you were becoming good friends with Hector and Murdo.
They're characters, at least. Who knows what they're actually like?
Maybe I should join their acting group.
Maybe we both should.
Liam.
There's something I wanted to ask you. Are you free tomorrow evening? I thought maybe you and I can, grab dinner?
Are you sure you're not busy with other plans or too busy with work?
Nope, I'm actually cutting back on work. I'd like to spend more time with you.
You know, I don't think so. You know what people say about relationships when they start off in stressful situations, and I would consider a fake murder and a real then fake thievery stressful.
Okay. I understand. Thank you for a fun event.
Here, Cora, let me get that.
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be at the church. The wedding starts in 2 hours.
I know, but I need to talk to you for a minute.
What do you need?
I just want you to know that we don't need to continue this business. Your mom would understand if we tried something else.
I love event planning, Dad. I know that you don't.
Weddings are the bane of my existence, but other than that, it's not so bad. Maybe I should try one of these murder mysteries.
Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. It all turned out great. The thefts were just added in to add to the mystery.
What? These murder mystery people are crazy.
They had a blast, I promise. I didn't ruin our business after all.
Listen, Cora, you are what's holding this crazy business together. I can promise you that.
Listen, why don't you take the rest of the day off and go fishing? I can cover the rest of the
You
wedding.
just worked all last night. You don't need to do that.
Just promise me a fried fish dinner and we'll call it even.
Well, I will take you up on that. Thanks, honey.
I didn't know if I'd see you here today.
Well, I had to see the mystery through.
Yeah, I heard Agnes made some changes to it.
What?
Well, I ran into Murdo and he said that she insisted that you play, but you couldn't if you knew the ending, so...
I played last time and I just thought I knew what was going on.
Cora, I don't know what happened, but I thought I thought you and I really connected that night.
So did I.
Well, then why?
I was warned about you.
By our fellow murder mystery partners? They didn't know me before that night.
Well, you're new to a small town, and they noticed that you went on multiple dates with multiple women.
What dates?
They saw you one weekend with one woman, and then they saw you with another woman the next weekend, and they said that you seemed very familiar with them.
Oh, I know. My sisters each came to visit me on different weekends before the murder mystery night. Like, I'm the youngest, and so they are ridiculously protective of me. So when they found out I've been living here for 3 months and had like little to no interaction with anybody outside of work, and they got worried and came to check on me in person.
Oh.
And they should have told you that I had overbearing sisters. See, that would have been a good reason to turn me down.
I feel like an idiot.
You are anything but. I should have asked you then what the change was.
I should have asked you directly about the mysterious women.
From now on, the only mysteries between us are going to be your murder mystery events, Detective Warple.
Whatever you say, Oscar Marblemaw.
Marblemaw?
Your character needed a last name.
And you chose Marblemaw. Like you couldn't have chosen Bond or Bourne or... Nice.
By the way, in my version, it was you.
Me what?
You did it.
I was the murderer?
Money was your motive. You were on top of the building. You had the opportunity.
I thought for sure it would have been Hector. Well then, I guess why don't we go inside and find out who Agnes changed it to?
They didn't know the real ending. It's probably still you.
There's no way she would have chose me.